What's up, Mafia? With free agency right around the corner, we're talking unrestricted free agents. And I'm planting flags. Here's why 4 of them aren't even up for discussion. Dallas Goedert. He's not someone that you just let go. At least not yet. The tight end room behind him is simply not ready. There's been no preparation for what's to come when he's gone. And I mean, take a look at the market. It's shallow, aging, and short on real options. If Goedert leaves, you're drafting a tight end early and asking a rookie to replace your most reliable, middle of the field target in an offense built for play action and spacing. And if you ask me, that's not something that I'm gambling on. So you bring him back on a reasonable deal, but you still draft your tight end of the future in the draft. Next we have Brandon Mann. Enough said. Don't overthink this one. He's reliable and he won't cost that much to keep. Veteran punters normally have a salary of $1 to $2 million per year. That's a minimum cap hit for proven stability. And you don't disrupt your specialist without a real reason. And if we take a look into last season, Brandon Mann was the highlight of the special teams unit. Do what you can, bring him back. Next, I'm going Fred Johnson. This one flies a little bit under the radar. And yes, he's still technically a backup, but he's shown time and time again that he can step in and he can start. And we've all seen how ugly he can get when tackle depth starts to fall apart in this league. Lane Johnson is currently in limbo right now. If he decides to come back, great. If he doesn't, then you go about drafting his successor. Either way, you need Fred in the building while this all gets sorted out. There's no way that he could replace Lane Johnson, but he was more than sufficient when his number was called. He'd be cheap, and proven tackle depth is valuable, as it keeps this season from unraveling. The next player has been discussed a lot, and rightfully so. Reed Blankenship. I'm keeping him with absolutely no hesitation. Here's what matters. He's not flashy, but he is dependable. He's not elite, but he is consistent. He communicates and he gets the defense in line. He tackles in space and doesn't blow assignments. That's stability on the back end. You've already got youth in the secondary. Drew Makuba will be stepping into a bigger role. You don't pull leadership out of that room all at once. He's still going to need someone to show him the ropes. And yes, Reed will command starter level money. He's earned it. So we bring him back if the price stays reasonable. You already know exactly what he is in this defense. And you don't let a division rival like Dallas add him to their team. Now on to our newest addition, Jaelan Phillips. And yes, I'm keeping him too, as long as the number is reasonable. This edge group needs more firepower. And no, he didn't explode this season based on statistics. But he wins his matchups, bends the edge, forces tackles to open up early, and makes quarterbacks speed up their decision making. And with Brandon Graham retiring, you're losing both leadership and production. So if you do let Phillips walk also, now you're leaning on a rookie to give you immediate edge production. That's a risky move. So 2 or 3 years at the right price, I'm good with that. But I am still drafting an edge. Pair them both up instead of replacing them and hoping that it all just works out. Another name that's been thrown around a lot has been Nakobe Dean. We have no issue with his effort. He brought the energy on each and every play. But if you take a deeper look into the linebacker room, Bond, Campbell, Trotter, linebacker may be the deepest unit on this roster. If Dean stayed healthy, this would be a different discussion, but he hasn't, and that's what complicates things. And as much as we love our homegrown talent, we have other needs on this team, and he's going to demand a large payday. So if he's down to negotiate and take a team-friendly deal, we'd all be down for having him back, but we know that's not likely. Now a couple of pieces for depth. Adoree Jackson. As a depth piece, I like it. He had 11 pass breakups in 2025. That's real production. You're not asking him to be CB1, but as a rotational corner for a long season, that matters and that makes sense. We were all hard on Adoree Jackson from preseason up to that Dallas game, because yes, he did get burnt. But as the season went on, he was way more than reliable. I say you offer him the veteran's minimum and give him the opportunity to compete for the starting role. I do anything to keep Kelee Ringo off the field. And I think we all would agree. I follow up the depth piece by saying that we should sign back Marcus Epps. He came back from an ACL injury, got cut, walked back into the defense as a starter, and did more than play his part. He's aggressive, he communicates, and he already knows the standards in Philly. As a low-cost veteran bridge at safety, I'm good on that. Safety is one of those positions that the Eagles are short at. We all saw it during the season. As soon as Drew Makuba went down, Sidney Brown stepped in, and we all saw how that went. We need trusty and reliable backups, and Marcus Epps fits that description. So here's where I land. We must sign Dallas Goedert, Brandon Mann, Fred Johnson, and Reed Blankenship. And if the number is right, we bring back Jaelan Phillips, Adoree Jackson, and Marcus Epps. And if the market jumps for his services, then we have to let Nakobe Dean walk. And despite all that, I'm still drafting a tight end and an edge no matter what. So who are you keeping no matter what the cost is? And who are you willing to lose even if it hurts? Drop it in the comment section and let me know. This offseason is about protecting the core of the team while keeping the pass rushers dangerous. And sadly, you can't keep everyone. But you better make sure the guys that you let walk are replaceable. The front office has to be calculated, aggressive, and disciplined all at once. And in the next coming weeks, we'll see who they decide to keep. So remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'm Brother Shy, and this has been the Midnight Green Mafia.